Hello, thank you for joining me. I am here in Plymouth, Massachusetts at Long Beach. It's beautiful here. I love the scenery. I love the ocean waves. In fact, how about this? How about that? Now I can hear the ocean waves. Maybe you can too, I don't know. But here in Plymouth, Mass, and yeah, we just got through a huge storm. I guess everybody felt that. And yeah, I've just been working a lot. Got through the storm. I went to work that day. Got snowed in, and yes, everyone, I got some time off of work, so got that. Yeah. Let me see. So China gave us COVID. It's still around. Now there's the old Micron, or whatever you want to call it, version of it, the new variant, and it's too bad. I guess like everybody in my family got it just about, and then everybody got over it, so that's a good thing. God bless, right? And yeah, it's too bad all that's going on. And then what's going on in Ukraine, huh? Isn't that crazy? Where Russians want to go in there, and our guys are going to go in there and rescue the Ukrainians, and Ukrainians will be fighting on their own at the same time. Hopefully nothing happens, and our problems is a snowstorm over here. So I guess we're pretty blessed where we're at right now. I'm pretty happy about that. And I don't know about much subject matter of what I'm going to talk about. I just knew that I was going to do a podcast today, but I couldn't get to Dave, and Dave's going to have a few things to do of his own. And so I figured, hey, I'll just bring the podcast down here to the beach. And yeah, not much. I was thinking about okay, so I was thinking about this guy, General Patton. So General Patton was a badass in World War II, but I guess his death is like strange because it was like a wheelbarrow came down a hill and ran him over, and that's how he died. And the speculation about like how exactly what went down about that, and that he also believed in himself that he was a reincarnate, that he believed in reincarnation, General Patton, and that he had actually been reincarnated himself from other battles in previous lifetimes. So I always take interest in stories like that myself, since I do believe in that for my own personal reasons. And also, there was it sucks that I can't remember the name of what it is in China, but in China, they unearthed more of these statues of soldiers. Like there's the statue of an emperor, then the statue of all the soldiers behind him, and they're all just they all look perfect like a person, and it's all, they say it was all put together for the emperor, for like once he passed on and once he go out into the afterlife, that all his goods and the army and everything would go with him. And again, I just think that's fascinating, because then that goes into Egypt as well, right? Where the pyramids were built, the pharaohs were inserted, and then from there on, the all kinds of mummies and tombs, things like that, all with gods and these stories of reincarnations and afterlives, and gods, and of course they were all into the stars, which is always fascinating to me. You know, having 3 pyramids in Giza that are perfectly aligned with Orion's belt for its time. So hey, you know, but I wouldn't have wanted to been a pharaoh at that time, because King Tut, they examined his body, and come to find out, they concluded that he died from infection from a broken leg. which in these days, with the science that we have now, he wouldn't have had that problem had he had, some type of medical insurance and just went to the hospital. He would have been fine. But in ancient Egypt, they just didn't have that type of technology yet. And but give it to them. They built those pyramids and all types of things down there. That's just mind-boggling on how did they do that. And then it brings in, my favorite subject, aliens. Could have aliens came on down here and organized that through slave labor? Who knows? Probably, It's always a fascination of how they got there and how long they've been there. And then I guess, it depends on what part of the community you go into on how old those pyramids actually are, and the Sphinx as well. Yeah, so that's pretty fascinating, and definitely love the history of this country as well. People, some people get mad about it, but it's just, hey, listen, every country's had craziness. They all have. And can't be mad all the time. Gotta enjoy what we have. It's a good country and it provides a lot. Even though the prices and everything have been going up, and gas and food and everything. So, but there was a hike in wages too, so that's a good thing. That's a plus. And I am a little cold. It's a little cold out here, but not that bad. Just enough to feel it. And yeah, I told my friend about this in the last podcast, but I got to tell you it again. I think it was awesome as all hell that the NASA lead scientist Wernher von Braun wrote a book about a man that would build rockets and go to Mars. And in the book, the man's name is Elon. And what we have today is a man named Elon who has a rocket factory, who one day may go to Mars and die there. It's pretty cool. So, from one rocket scientist to another, I just think that's pretty badass. What are the odds it was going to be that name? And it goes all the way back to the other thing that I brought up before, where if you want to bring up weird coincidences, if you want to call them that, is that when Franz Ferdinand, when he was killed, which ignited World War I, when he and Sophia were killed, in the car that they were in, the license plate that was on that car, the numbers on it, 111118, that's the date when World War I will end. So what started World War I already had the date of when it would end, month, date, and year, which was 4 years later, November 11th, 1918. So it's 111118. So what do you call it? If you do good, it's fine on end. But if you go ahead and do that, whoops, 4 years of suffering, which brought on World War II, and we've already got into that before. And then here we are with the Ukraine. It's like, dang, no shit. Plus North Korea was already acting stupid too, with nuclear weapons, detonating them and putting Japan on high alert. So all kinds of strange things in the world. And let me see what else is there. Well, I can't wait for summer to come back, that's for sure. I'll be on the beach tanning. Love it. Oh. Well, I hope anyone watching this is having a fantastic day today, or has had a fantastic day today, because that's what it's all about. Is like every day you wake up, you enjoy the breaths that you take. Those are miracles. Everything you take is a miracle. Everything you do like that is a miracle in itself. that think about it. You know, the Big Bang happened what 14 billion years ago at a certain point. Then it dispersed everything, and everything cooled down. Then turned into galaxies, which turned into made stars and solar systems and the planets and the whatever type of organisms that evolved from that. Here we are on this big rock, or the big lava, big ball of lava with a thin crust, and we're lucky enough to live on it with the other planets around the sun that seem to have nothing. And I love the moon. The moon makes me happy. The sun makes me happy. Yeah, and the sun's in my face. But what's interesting about that I should note that I love, and I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but you know, I love the fact that the sun, as I'm looking at it now, right? It's 93 million miles away, and light travels at 186,000 miles a second. So by the time that light got to my eyes as it is right now, it took 8 minutes, or 8 minutes and some seconds. So really, I'm seeing the sun as it was eight minutes ago. So we're really always looking into the past by 8 minutes every time you see the sun. And then like when you look at the moon, which I don't see now, which I love to see at the same time when the sun's out, the moon is 300,000 miles away. And every time you're looking at it, you're seeing it as it was 3 seconds ago. So you're always looking into it. You're always looking into the past by 3 seconds. So technically, the distance gives us a pronounced time machine. Yeah, in that form somehow. But anyways, I like to think about those things. That's fun. It's fun to think about. And then what else is going on? The Super Bowl. I don't know if you like the Super Bowl, but I love the Super Bowl. And I love the lineup for it. You got Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Dr. Dre. They said Jay-Z set the whole thing up. That is so awesome. I love the halftime show last year. And I love Tom Brady. I'm glad that worked out for him. And this one you got the Bengals and the Rams, and they're both good teams. So I just want to see a good Super Bowl. I really want to see a good Super Bowl. I love the Super Bowl. And yeah. Beautiful day here in the ocean. Next to the ocean, we spotted the ocean. Ahead of the trail, where are we going? So far away. Somebody told me that this is the place where everything's better, where everything's safe. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones, flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. I love that song. I love the ocean, and I've lived away from it. I've lived next to it. I've lived on it. When I worked on a cruise ship before. That was a fun time working on the cruise ship. That was a lot of fun. Yep, a lot of fun. A lot of different people out there. A lot of good people out there. But there's a lot of bad people out there down there too. You know, trying to con you or whatever. But that's okay. Focus on the good ones. And yeah, one time we were going through Guatemala on the cruise ship, and there were pink dolphins in the fresh water. Yeah, there were pink colored freshwater dolphins, or maybe it was Venezuela. I forget exactly which country it was in, but because we did the whole northern part of South America, did the whole coast there, except for Colombia, because Colombia will kidnap you apparently, and excuse me, want some ransom money. Well, I'd hate to disappoint them. Shit. And so yeah, went down to Guatemala for sure. In this country, one time because we were in a flat bottom boat, and we got deep in the in the area, and then we came up onto a bunch of natives that have seen us before, every year, and they were hollering at us and everything, and we slowed the boat down, and they got in their paddle boats, and they paddled up to us, and they were giving us like beads, and well, they weren't giving them to us. They were trading. We were giving them clothes, but once we gave them clothes, they were giving us like these beads and woven baskets and paddles and like little pieces of cloth that they'd hand sewn themselves. Really cool. I loved it. It was excellent. Great people. And then there was another part of Panama. We went through the Panama Canal, and when we got out to the other side, one of our deckhands, a friend of mine, he caught a king barracuda, and we put it on ice because we ended up going to an island that was filled with natives that have lived on that island, I guess, for thousands of years. And the same inhabitants were still there. So we got there, and they were all small. Everybody's like 5', 5'2". And we get there, and apparently the chef had already arranged this, but we gave that big king barracuda to them because since they're native to that land. Well, let me back it up real quick. That king barracuda, because of what it eats, it's poisonous to us, so it would make me sick. So I can't eat it. Nor could anybody on the ship because we're not from that area. But because those people are indigenous to that area, from that land and on that island, they can eat that fish. So we gave them the king barracuda. They were happy about it, and it didn't get them sick at all again because that was their homeland right there, and for them. And so yeah, that was pretty cool. And then we got to meet the chief, and he gave us a tour of the island as they'd done before, I guess. Because our cruise ships would go down there every year. Because they're not like the Carnival or not like that. They're small. It's very small. Yeah, what was it called? The American Caribbean Cruise Ships, ACCL, American Canadian Caribbean Cruise Line. Yeah, out of Warren, Rhode Island. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun working there. I met a lot of good people there. Everyone was fantastic. Yeah, it was a great time. And yeah, got fired because I got tested for smoking marijuana. Yeah, that sucks, huh? Can you believe that? For marijuana, it's like, oh shit, it was not like I was doing any hard drugs or anything else. I wasn't doing anything wrong. It was just that. It's like, jeez. But oh well. I mean, life goes on and all that. So here we are. And yeah, thank God for life. Thank God for everything. And let's see. I'm going to do another podcast on witchcraft, so I'll show you like what I do, what I know about it, and, like how it works, and so we can get into that. And I appreciate you tuning in. I think I'm gonna leave this one as a short one because I'm just coming out with what I can think about talking about. And I'm not used to doing that, I guess, because I'm not like a talker, supposedly, or I guess I am. You know what I mean? Like once I get comfortable, I can talk, and if our chemistry's right, everything works out. And I can definitely keep rolling with words coming out of my mouth, saying hi and whatnot. Isn't that what politicians do? No. Just keep on talking. Yeah, I love America. I love this place. God bless America. God bless the Ukraine. God bless all our allies. God bless my family. God bless my friends. God bless everyone. It's like that. Because I know there's people out there that don't believe in God, and that's fine. But I do. So that's what it is. I have a lot of reasons to know He's real. So that's how that works. It's not even a question. It's like it's beyond that. I already know. I've known. And And God has mysterious ways for sure. I would put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, loving, forgiving, knowledgeable, Father of fathers. And yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna go to the gym now after this. I'm gonna shave. As you can tell, I didn't shave. I haven't shaved in a little while. I'm gonna shave today. And that's pretty much it. I mean, what else is there to say, you know? What did I write down here? Yeah, China cuffed the COVID. Sure, they sure did. Now we're gonna have the Olympics in China. A bunch of people are gonna jump into China, and spread that shit like crazy fire. All that COVID comes back and bites all Chinese people in the butt, and hopefully no one dies. You know what I mean? It's just, but I mean, if it's gonna spread, it's gonna spread, right? No matter how careful you are. Health in the U.S. Health in the U.S. Well, this is crazy. I don't know. Like, everyone's healthy. I'm healthy. Yeah. I guess I'm pretty much good here. All right. I don't want to bore you to death. I love you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. I love you, and have a wonderful day today. Thank you. Take care.